Live.
Yeah, looking over these rosters, it's going to be a battle. Same with Casey and Jimmy's matchup, man.
All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you. It's been too long,
Oh man, it's been at least 2 weeks.
at least. Might be longer than that since I was home last. I think it was the day
Yeah,
after. I think it was it Halloween?
God, it might be. It might have been. It's been at least 2 or 3 weeks. I
Yeah,
lose track, dude. The days run together sometimes.
yeah, they do.
The days, the weeks. So yeah, we're in the playoffs, playing against one another. I like the way our league does things, having the 2 week matchups.
I do too. I think if you hold on, I got to go over to the mini fridge. I'm going to take you with me,
All
but
right.
I think the 2 week matchup gives you time to recover if you have a stupid start sit decision.
Yeah, it's just like you don't want to have some like Julio Jones knock you out of the playoffs just because some guy ran like God. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh man, so I decided for the first time this season to play DFS on Sunday,
Oh,
just because my my fantasy leagues were pretty much decided at that point. So I wanted something to get excited about. And
right.
where I fucked up is I chose all 11 Sunday games, but after I entered the contest and checked and picked my lineup, I realized that everyone except for my defense played the early games. So I probably could have won a lot more had I paid attention, but wound up winning $50. It
Wow.
started, started Julio Jones, started Robbie Anderson, started Tevin Coleman, started Nelson Aguilar. I did pick DeMarco Murray, and at least he got in once for me, but had a pretty stellar lineup.
Hi, Katya. Thanks for joining. Can I get some Eagles love here? Talking to you, man.
For me, yeah, they're all right. I gotta admit, it's fun watching Carson Wentz come to his own, really command the offense.
It's I'm having a great season, man. And I know that there's 31 disappointed teams every year, so I'm keeping my expectations at bay. But I already know my teams basically, unless something drastic happens, they're going to the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
I That's enough to love. You know what I mean? Like in January, I'm going to be watching my team, and I'm just so freaking stoked, man. Like what happens happens.
Yeah, we're trending in that direction. Like we're
Yeah.
Titans are leading the division, still battling with the Jags, but I think both of us will make it in the playoffs.
Do you guys still play each other once,
I
or
think
did you
we've
already
got one
play each
more
other?
game. I think we've got one more game. Yeah, we play week 17.
Oh my god, that is so amazing.
Mm-hmm. That'll be a good one. But honestly, Tennessee's schedule going the rest of the way. We got Houston, then we got Arizona when I'll be there. San Francisco, the Rams, which will be a tough contest, but we got them at home in our house, and then Jacksonville at home too. So I don't know.
I'm
It's
excited.
looking pretty good.
Let's say hi to our peeps, Katya, Becca, Wayne, Tiffany. Thank you guys for tuning in and
Welcome,
joining us for our
welcome.
fantasy chat. Um, so if you guys didn't hear, so in our big money league, Maya and I actually there was some dramatic events there in week 12, and now we have to play each other in the first round of the playoffs, and
Mm-hmm.
the two lesser teams are playing each other. It kind of sucks, but
Yeah,
such is life.
it's all
And
Julio Jones's fault.
it is. It's Julio Jones's fault.
But if you
I had
would
that
have
locked up.
if you would have won, then Nick would be in as a four, right?
Yep.
So glad I dodged that bullet.
Yeah, I know you are. Hey, what the fuck am I? Chopped liver? You got another bullet to dodge, buddy. Look at our
I know.
rosters.
I got lots of bullets to dodge.
It's crazy. I was looking at those projections today. Like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I've got some strengths that are not necessarily strengths of yours, but then you've got some strengths that, I mean, we're both going to need some help in certain areas.
Yep.
I kind of like your matchups. Um, I'm worried about your replacement players at RB,
Yeah.
like
That's
coming through. Because if that
yeah.
works out, then I'm in trouble.
Yeah. RB2's been a struggle for me all season. And all of a
You've
sudden,
got
Evan
you've got
Ingram.
some guys that have underperformed a little bit, but have shown that they can put up points, like Evan Ingram,
Mm-hmm.
um, like Demarius Thomas. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
He's in
Trevor,
at your flex, but he could do 15 points. You know what I
he
mean? So
could,
it's like,
especially with Trevor Simeon being back, and they are playing
yeah,
Miami this week. So I think I got lots of upside. I'm definitely
you
swinging
do.
for the fences.
And you've got, I mean, two of the three best receivers in football right now. So that's dangerous for me.
Yeah. Your three running backs got me nervous, though. I like.
It's funny. I picked up those guys like within the last 3 weeks. They were just out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even have any fab budget left, and I'm like, oh sure, I'll take Latavius Murray and Samaje Perine if no one else
Right.
wants.
Yeah. I think my downfall this year is I held on to C.J. Anderson and Doug Martin a little too long. But
Yeah, it should be good.
yeah, it's going to be a battle royale. I really think this whoever wins will be winning by less than 5 points. I think it'll be a slim margin of victory.
Yeah, I just don't want to, and I mean this sincerely. I don't want to see either of us like put up some stupid ass 80-point week. Like our teams have been way better than that all year.
Yeah. Yeah,
I want that, 120 to 125 type week.
my team's been streaky all season, but it usually comes back hard after a down week. And last week was a semi sort of down week.
Yeah.
So let's hope so. Like you said, I got some pretty solid matchups. Antonio Brown's
Yeah.
got a tough matchup with Cincinnati, but I think he'll own them.
Oh man, that one worries me. Yeah, it's funny. I was actually going to grab Big Ben, but Sam beat me to it. I was looking it over and just trying to figure out how I wanted to get him in my lineup. But I have Carson Wentz, so I'm like, nah, don't get cute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just
see, after Deshaun went down, I can get cute at quarterback. That's why I picked up
right,
Philip
right, right.
Rivers to try and hedge the Keenan Allen points. So,
Yeah, well, it's a good one. And plus, Melvin Gordon catches balls, so that's
yeah, he's been kind of down lately, though. He's been a little disappointing.
Yeah, but it's Melvin. He's almost got a spot like Le'Veon. Granted, Le'Veon
Yeah,
hasn't been down, but they're asking Ben Roethlisberger to do a lot more lately, and he's doing it. So they're kind of like riding the hot hand.
yeah,
And Le'Veon Bell's kind of been playing second fiddle to that pass game.
yeah. Like a thought that's crossed my mind, and once again, I just keep telling myself, "Don't get cute." But the thoughts crossed my mind of starting Austin Eckler and Melvin Gordon this week.
Kind of like a
Like,
New Orleans type situation.
yeah, I could totally see a game script where you know I almost said San Diego,
Yeah,
where the Chargers get up
worries
early and then
Cleveland.
just pound the rock all day long. Even though Cleveland has a respectable run D.
Wow, trying to kill that cold with some whiskey. But you know what? Conversely, and AB is the best, but it's kind of mirror image. Like they've been the last couple of weeks, they've just been letting Philip Rivers sling it, and Keenan Allen and him have been on the same page, just dialed in. You know what I mean?
Yep. It's gonna be an interesting week.
I'm so excited. I wanted Casey. I felt like I would have steamrolled Casey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I would have taken more pleasure in winning against him than facing up against you. It sucks taking Because whoever wins out of you and me is basically taking $1,500 away from the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of sucks, but
Let's see. Let's look over their matchup. They're projected really close too. They're within a point. They're within a point of each other too.
yeah, but I really think Jimmy's got that one handled.
I think so too. I hate to say it because Casey was on a hell of a run, but
Yeah,
he just doesn't have the firepower in his lineup. You know?
no, he's run hot with like well, now he's not even going to have Michael Crabtree this week.
Nope.
Thielen is legit. I give him that. That's a great pickup by him. Thielen is a stud, but you can't count on Jarvis Landry week. That guy has been running way above expectation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With Cutler and Matt Moore throwing the ball. You know what I mean? So
yeah, he is running into Denver this week too. So
yeah.
I hate to see it, but whoever wins out of us will be seeing Jimmy in the championship.
Yeah. And I don't think Jimmy's much to deal with, to be honest with you. Julio could have scored 36 points and I still would have beat Jimmy. Like he had to have a 40-plus point game out of Julio, and that's just that's not going to happen.
No, it's not. And I mean, he's got AJ Green too, but
yeah,
I mean, he is number 8 this season, but he hasn't been running so high. He's been kind of streaky, not so consistent, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried. I think whichever one of us gets to the finals wins the whole thing.
Yeah. So you're saying we should go all or nothing against Jimmy when we hit the championship?
You know,
no,
that's the thing. It's up for debate. Like maybe like a 2,000, 1,000 type deal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that a shitty thing to do? I don't know. But
yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Can you imagine being like the instigator of that and then losing?
Yeah, that's my big fear. That would be karma kicking me in the fucking ball sack.
Yeah, your team just fucking lays an egg.
Mm-hmm.
Chris tried doing that to me a couple years back while he was still in the league.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to put like 500 up on this? And I was like, no, I'm content to just take half the money and call it good. And then I kicked his fucking ever living shit out of him in the finals. And I'm like, I should have done it. Because anything can happen in fantasy. Anything can happen.
It really can, as much as you don't know anything.
You could score 150 2 weeks in a row and just fucking burn me. And I'll just be sitting there with my jaw dropped. Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Fantasy is a dirty bitch. Another thing is, like, there's been 2 finals matches where someone was up 40 points on the other guy and then ended up losing.
Yep.
It's streaky. I'm excited either way. I'm excited for Thursday night football. Got some action in that game, and I'm hoping I get out to a good start.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about rolling Alfred Morris out there, but I've got a phobia of playing on Thursdays.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of why I didn't start Phillip Rivers last week, because he was playing Thursday night or playing on Thanksgiving, and I didn't want to put too much stake in Thursday. But I also didn't see the Chargers just totally handling the Cowboys like that either.
So, who are you rolling out?
Right now, it's looking like Frank Gore. It might change a little bit later in the week. But Frank Gore's he's got a consistent floor.
Yeah.
And I got lots of upside players in, so I really just need a decent bless you. Need a decent floor out of that RB2 spot. That, and I'm really crossing my fingers that Sterling Shepard comes back this week, because Evan Ingram does way better when Sterling Shepard's in the lineup.
Yep. Well, now they got Geno Smith at QB, so.
Oh my gosh, Ben McAdoo's just begging to get fired.
Yeah, I think he probably thinks he's done.
You realize that ruins like Eli's NFL record of
Yep,
consistent
210.
starts. Yeah, fucking stupid.
Thank you, Becca. Yep, got that cold coming on. Yeah, I get a little worried about Travis Kelsey, who has been the man. Just had a rough week, and things are trending down there. They're at New York Jets. Like, come on, Kelsey. I need another one of those 100-yard plus a
Yeah,
TD type performances out of you. Give me that 20-pointer. Jacksonville D at home against Indianapolis. Like, that should
yeah,
be a slam dunk.
yeah. You gotta like that. You gotta like that.
But that was a good pickup by you at the Chargers D. Like, I love
Big.
what's going on with the Chargers. Like, I think people are sleeping on the Chargers and the Falcons right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as crazy as it sounds, and how it wasn't trending this way a couple weeks ago, but I fully anticipated meeting you this week. Tried to come up with some solid counter action.
Well, that's good. You did. You did. God damn it.
Oh, we'll see. I'm so fucking anxious. So anxious. I'll be on a plane too when the early games kick off. I think I'm gonna have to pay for that Wi-Fi stream it because I got the Sunday ticket on my phone now. So pay for the Wi-Fi company expense it. The stream Sunday ticket red zone. Be the only guy
That's awesome.
streaming on the airplane. Watch it in the car ride home.
I got some I got some big players in prime time. So I got P. Ryan and Bryant Thursday night. And then
Mm-hmm.
Sunday night, I've got Wentz. And then I cap off my week with Le'Veon on Monday Night Football. So it's like, ugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, I wish it was just all on that Sunday slate so I could, you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. I'll have everyone on Sunday except Antonio Brown will be Monday night. So that'll be a good. That'll be a good weekend cap.
like if my two guys don't do good on Thursday night, then I've got to fucking, you know, stress out about that for 2 whole days before Sunday. Like, oh God, hope my other guys come to play. I'm I'm not confident in Dez, but I feel like P Ryan, got assuming he stays healthy, they're giving him work.
Yeah, he's got the job. He's got the volume, and I get what you're saying with Dez. With Dak playing so shitty, and he'll be matched up against Josh Norman, which tends to get in Dez's head. Plus Dez just isn't playing like that top flight wide receiver.
Yeah, I it feels like he's just been putting up 5 points all week. So I had to or all year. So I had to pull up his numbers from the year. And he's actually got 4 TDs on the year. He's not been over 100 yards once, but he's on average, he's catching 5 balls a game for 50 yards.
Yeah,
So he's jack shit unless he gets a score. And he should be their number one target in the red zone. It's weird.
yeah.
So he's
Any
either 5 points or 12. You know what I mean?
any plans to roll out Josh Gordon, or is he a week 14 wait and
It's
see?
it's week 14. I talked to Nick about that. I'm like, I'm not gonna get cute, just like you said. You know what I mean? It's all about playing the guys that got me there. Josh Gordon, let's see what fucking Hugh Jackson does with him this week.
Mm-hmm.
And if he gets the targets and he shows those flashes this week, then that could be my ace in the hole next week. Because I could easily sit Des Bryant or
Golden
maybe
Tate.
Golden Tate. Yeah, depending on what
Yeah,
happens there. He's
yeah,
had a rough weeks.
yeah. He has, and he's got Baltimore this week. That'll be a rough matchup.
Then again, who knows? I might just say fuck it and throw out the Josh Gordon card. See what happens.
Yeah, I don't know if you could do that week 13. Like I said, you got to dance with the girls that brought you, see what you're looking at, and then swing for the fences week 14. At least that's what I'm looking at. I'm just gonna sit tight with this roster. I've spent weeks building this roster for weeks 13 and 14. I'm just gonna let it marinate and see what it does.
What do you think the Chargers are going to do? Are they going to put freaking Hayward on Josh Gordon,
And
a guy that hasn't played in 3 years?
I don't think so. Well, you
That would
got
be a
Corey Coleman. You got Corey Coleman back too. So
that would be a sick play. Like if I rolled out Gordon and he went off, like it's either awesome for you or it's awesome for me because then the fucking Chargers lose points. Huh?
it's a max bet.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
It's putting it all on black.
By the way, we picked up another subscriber tonight. Awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, sweet.
We're almost to 100. For this little channel, we just started a couple of months ago and haven't been very consistent.
Yeah, with just how hit
That's
and miss
cool.
we've been. That's awesome. If we could break 100 by the end of the season, that would be awesome.
Tell your friends. Well, all we've talked about is our matchup, but I think it's like all that's been on our mind the last couple of days.
Yeah, that's all I can think about.
I mean, how many times have you pulled up the ESPN app on your phone in the last 48 hours?
At least 25 times checking injury updates and practices and matchups and it's fucking stressful. It's really stressful being a fantasy franchise owner.
Really stressful.
Yeah, so let me give you the rundown of my other league. So that $100 league I'm in, that one's your standard scoring, whole point divisions. It's your old man scoring league.
Right.
And I am in the position of win and in. And let me give you, I wish I could present just because but I'm on my phone, so I can't. So I'll give you the rundown of what we're looking at. I've got, I'm starting Phillip Rivers, Leonard Fournette, Samaje Perine, Keenan Allen, Antonio Brown, Evan Ingram, DeAndre Hopkins, Steelers defense, and Will Lutz as my kicker.
Hold on. How is that a win and in team? That sounds like the number one team in the league.
Dude, I have had some really fucking rough luck. Like, not this past week, but the week before, the week of Thanksgiving, I started Rivers and Allen and shit. Going into Monday night, I'm 122, and he's like 78, 80. He needed like 46 points, and he had Jimmy Graham and Russell Wilson, and came back and beat me by 1. I was the second highest scorer that week. It's just been a rough stretch of luck. And this team I've built over the course of the season, I didn't draft any of these guys outside of Leonard Fournette. So that's my winning in. He's starting Alex Smith, Todd Gurley, Dion Lewis, Adam Thielen, Robbie Anderson, Kyle Rudolph, Latavius Murray, the Rams D, and Matt Bryant.
You're gold.
Yeah, I'm projected 3.8 point favorite, even though we go whole point. So I'm 4-point favorite.
I feel like Robbie Anderson has to regress. I mean, 5 straight weeks with TDs, and I like the kid.
That's how I feel too. And can you really put that much stock in the Jets defense or Jets offense?
No.
Like he almost feels fluky.
And he's got a lot going with Minnesota. Who's Minnesota playing even this week?
Minnesota is playing Atlanta. In Atlanta.
Okay. Wow. What a fucking game.
Yeah. Talk about putting your eggs in one fucking basket.
I'm so excited. I'm off this weekend. I'm off Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, but I get to just take in all these games, the playoff lineup. Like, I wouldn't be able to handle it if I was at work. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. I don't know how I'm going to handle it on the fucking airplane, man.
And I'm going to be screwed. Like, if I make it to the finals, there's games on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. You know what I mean? Oh wait, New Year's Eve's weeks. So if I made it to the finals, my fantasy life would be on Christmas Eve, where I'm going to be at work up to my goddamn elbows and shit. You know what I mean? Not even being able to pay attention to it.
Jeez,
that sucks. But
yeah, this week I got. Thanks. You can hear that? I'm so fucking gassy, man. This Pizza Hut fucked me up. I told you I'm a big old ball of anxiety, man.
Yep, you're good.
Anyways,
Sorry.
thanks for calling me out.
No, I think
Damn,
everyone
I
heard it.
just turned five shades of red. But no, I gotta watch the games on the airplane this week, and then we'll be in Phoenix next week. So I won't be able to watch until like week
Yeah,
15. I haven't been able to watch Red Zone on my couch all season. Week 15 will be the first week.
yeah. That's oh man, it's tough. But who knows? I might not even make it to the finals, and I'll just be able to enjoy. One thing I can't wait for is just for all of it to be over, and just for January football to roll around, because there's going to be some great matchups.
Mm-hmm. Playoffs are going to be spectacular this year. There's going to be lots of upsets.
Oh yeah, there's going to be some good road teams in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think you're going to have two. You're going to have three playoff teams in the South.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how that's going to shape out yet, but between the Saints, Panthers, and Falcons, you're going to have two road teams that can do damage.
Yeah.
And then I really hope the Chargers get this done because I want to see them in the playoffs. I want to see Phillip Rivers.
I do too, but I don't know if they got enough to hang with the Patriots and the Steelers.
Probably not, but they're a frisky team. You know what? Like the defense is very good,
Yeah.
and they've got weapons on offense. Like get Phillip Rivers on a heater like he just had in Dallas, and they could do some damage. I mean, Keenan Allen is that guy that we've seen the last 2 weeks. He was
Mm-hmm.
that guy before he got injured. It took them a while to really get that going.
Yeah. I want to see the Saints and the Eagles in the NFC Championship.
I don't.
I think that would be a game for the ages.
The one cool thing about it is the Eagles' run D is nasty. So
Yeah.
matching that up against their run offense.
Yeah, and the Saints pasty is pretty nasty.
Yep.
So,
Oh yeah. Marshawn
yeah,
Lattimore.
that
Oh
mm-hmm.
boy.
Oh, fuck. Kenny Vaccaro, all those guys. I'm just sitting here daydreaming about it.
Either way, I want to see new blood. Like
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate the Panthers, and I've always really liked the Falcons, but at the same time, like they've been there the last 2 years. I
Mm-hmm.
want to see, I hate to say it, but if it's not the Eagles, yeah, I want to see a Rams or a freaking Case Keenum led Vikings. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like
I want
let's
I want to
let's see some good stories.
I want to see something unpredictable. I want to see the Patriots get knocked out in the first round. That's what I want to see. I'm so sick of those fucking guys.
I know they're always there. It's like
Mm-hmm.
the it's the Patriots and whoever makes it from the NFC.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that's the case this year, though. I don't think the Pats got what it takes to get to the Super Bowl again.
I do. And it really comes down to this Week 15 matchup with Pittsburgh. Whoever gets
Yeah.
that home field, I think that's your Super Bowl contender right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you might be right. Unless the Chargers are for real, man. If they're for real, this could
I
get
actually
interesting.
I actually think they're for real. I think something's happened with KC between the play calling and then just Alex Smith isn't playing at that elite level he did the first half. You know what I mean? Like the first
Mm-hmm.
six or so weeks, he was. I mean, we were talking MVP for that guy, and it was correct to do so.
Yeah.
He was balling. Something's going on. They don't have that run game together. They've got the pieces, but I just feel like they're trending down and the Chargers are trending up. Denver or Oakland's not going to take that division. That's just not
Oh,
going to
no.
happen.
Oakland's definitely not.
And the Chargers got a game left with KC, so like if they could steal that, and they've got a bunch of other easy games around that, so like they really could go 10-6 if they run the table, dude. It could be nasty.
Yeah, right? Oh,
Outside of that, like I'm no offense, but I don't see anyone in the South in the AFC contending
I don't think so. We could get really lucky.
Yeah, I mean anyone can win any given Sunday, but I don't see any of those teams beating a Patriots or a Steelers.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully, it'd be nice to see like a Jacksonville or a Tennessee play a Baltimore or something like that in a wild card type deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that could be a good game, but
Does Baltimore still got a shot at the wild card?
yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
they just beat Houston, huh?
Yep,
Houston wound up losing that game. I fell asleep.
yep.
It was past my
I,
bedtime.
I think it's like Baltimore and Cincinnati or something, and I'd have to look at the playoff picture today, but some things definitely changed this week. Cincinnati's at like I think they're like 6-4 now after
Yeah.
starting fucking 0 and shit or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
Six and
Yeah.
five after starting 0 and 5. I don't know.
That was awesome. Not scoring a touchdown for 3 weeks.
Yeah, they've quietly been winning some games, putting some games together. Joe Mixon finally had that coming out party that everyone was
Mm-hmm.
talking about since week 5.
It's about fucking
I
time.
know. Like, yeah, after I fucking ditch his ass, he fucking goes nuts. Story of my life. I mean, I'm cool because I got Samaje and Latavius, but still, it's like, come on,
Mm-hmm.
what's this horse shit? But anyway, like at the end of the day, it's the Chargers are the only team that are built to contend with those top two in the AFC because they've got the running back, they've got the receivers, they've got the defense. And if sidearm Charlie fucking Philip Rivers isn't throwing interceptions all day, they could make some noise.
Yeah, he's got the vision right now.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's just
I'm look.
he's feeling it with his number one weapon, man. It was a thing of beauty. He's just going to him, and Keenan Allen's doing the rest.
Right? Could you really see Case Keenum going in as the number 2 seed?
Yeah, I could.
That's just insane.
He's playing. He's playing good. Like the guys around him are elevating him. You know what I mean? Like,
Right?
and we see that shit happen. Like, guys step in, and it's just the pieces are so good around him. Like, he's capitalizing. Like,
What's sad is how much better the NFC is than the AFC.
yeah,
Like honestly, you've still got the Dolphins in the hunt at 4-7. Technically, the Jets are still in the hunt at 4-7. You know, hell, even the Bills are still in it at 6-5. They're just right on the outside. You know.
yeah. Did you have the playoff
Yeah,
picture up right
yeah.
now?
Pull it up. It took 20 minutes because this Wi-Fi here sucks. But I mean, hell, even the Packers are still in it, man. Do you imagine if Aaron Rodgers comes back and they're still on the hunt? I don't think they have the defense to do anything, but it's going to get interesting these next few weeks.
I Man, could you imagine Tennessee and Jacksonville both getting to the playoffs?
Oh, I know. And facing each other in the first round
Oh my god!
after playing in week 17,
And
playing
and
each
the
other
weird
back to
thing is,
back.
I actually look. I feel like Jacksonville's a better team. That's just me.
Yeah.
But Tennessee has their number. Like Tennessee always fucking just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, their defense is definitely superior, but I don't think their offense is all that much better. Like they don't really have the wide receiver weapons either, and they're still battling health. They got Leonard Fournette, but I mean, I think our 1-2 punch equals a Fournette.
You're definitely better at the QB spot. It's close receiving wise. I would probably give the edge to you, but it's not. It's not out of control.
You
But
know,
the thing is, though, that defense is that good.
mm-hmm.
It really overcomes a lot. I mean, you've seen some of the shit they've done to these people.
That's
The
true.
sacks, the turnovers, the low scoring games like that. I don't know. The point is, I still think you guys would beat them just because for some reason Tennessee That Week 17 game is going to be something. I can feel it.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't. You know what? I'm going to make that a bold prediction. I wouldn't be surprised if we play them back to back, Week 17 and
Oh,
then the first round.
that'd be insane, dude. That'd be so awesome.
Mm-hmm. It's just whose house are we playing at? You know.
Oh my God. You imagine that?
Mm-hmm. And then go
Back to
on and
back.
get stumped by the fucking Steelers again. See,
Yeah.
the most frustrating part about that game Thursday night against the Steelers is leading up to the first half, we were right there with them. We were in it. And then something happened at halftime and we just got blown the fuck out. Just too many mistakes in the second half.
Yeah.
Just so fucking close.
Well, shit. So pickups this week. It's interesting seeing Josh Gordon on all these like fantasy waiver ads. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean that's really what it is. Josh Gordon, Robbie Anderson.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I like Robbie Anderson. He reminds me of a young T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, I do. I think you're right, though. I think he's ready for a regress.
Well, he got Josh McCown throwing the ball. Like at some point,
Yeah.
that's gonna fall apart. Um, Rex Burkhead, a nice pickup.
Maybe. Can you ever start one
No,
with confidence, though? Yeah.
nope, no, you can't. It's playing roulette. Like which one's he gonna lean on this week,
Uh-huh.
and you never know. You never know what he's gonna do. It's one week it's gonna be Dion Lewis getting all the carries.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It's frustrating. I've tried to avoid the Patriots backfield every year I've ever played fantasy.
um, this Ricky Seals Jones guy's coming out of nowhere in Arizona. Have you seen him?
I've heard of him, yeah.
Like it's just one of those things. Like Gabbert comes in and, gee, who's he been throwing balls to in practice, being the backup? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
the undrafted tight end, Ricky Seals Jones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've heard the coaching staff just raves about that guy.
That's pretty cool. He might be someone to keep an eye on for next year
Mm-hmm.
in drafts, depending on who's starting.
Yeah, right. Who knows? Carson Palmer could retire after this season.
He could. That's too bad. I thought when they picked up AP and he had that amazing first game, and
Yeah.
the team just fucking ran roughshod. I thought, wow, could AP and Carson Palmer and Fitz get that ring and just go
Right.
out in a
Just
blaze
one
of
more
glory?
time.
Just get that fucking Super Bowl ring, and then Carson Palmer got injured, and it's
Mm-hmm. However,
you know,
Larry Fitzgerald just signed a 1-year extension, which leads me to believe that they're going to
yeah.
try the recipe again next year. But I just think they're too old now.
Well, if David Johnson stays healthy,
Yeah. Could you
we got to
imagine David
remember.
Johnson and AP if they brought AP back? Because AP's just
Yeah,
on a 1-year deal, right?
I think so. Yeah, just coming in as relief or something.
Oh fuck, that'd be so nasty.
But I'm excited to hear Fitz is coming back. He still is. He's still great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's
He's
still
still a top
effective.
10 guy.
Mm-hmm.
David Johnson should be fine, and it's like even if Carson Palmer doesn't, they don't need a Hall of Fame QB behind center if they got
Mm-mm.
it's that you know what I mean. Draft
I mean, you'll have to upgrade over Drew Stanton and Blaine Gabbert, but
maybe I don't know. Like Blaine Gabbert's been playing well, dude.
yeah. What about an Eli Manning? If Eli hits the fucking market next year,
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call.
oh, I'm already getting excited for next year.
I
Got to
know,
finish
right?
this year, 1 week at a time.
I love this is what I love about the chat. Like these people, they come over and they just chat with each other. No one cares what we're talking about. I love
I
this
was going to
guy.
say, has anybody even made a remark on football?
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's Becca. Becca hit it with Eli will hit the market. Thank you, Becca. Saving the day.
yeah. He's he's got to. He's going to pull a Peyton and he's going to go to a contender.
Mm-hmm.
But like Jacksonville's been thrown around because Coughlin's there.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
it does make sense. And with Allen Robinson back, that might
Yeah,
be something to pay attention to next year.
yeah. They've got a run game. They have that D. It's just like Denver. Like you've got a world class D. You've got some weapons on offense. Just put a guy back there that's been there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He doesn't need to be old school Eli Manning, just like Peyton wasn't when they won. You know what I mean? But it's just
Yeah,
having have that leadership, have that experience back
that
there.
game management experience. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're all
seems like
talking about how sexy Eric Decker is. We know Eric
he.
Decker's hot.
Yeah, he's a good looking man. Well, there you go. I'm excited. Will we be back Friday? Will we talk about our first
Yes.
game? Okay.
Yeah, I think I can do. I think I could do Friday.
All
Work's
right.
starting to slow down a little bit. I just got some cleanup to do, so I don't leave the next guy a big old mess. But
Thanks, Freckled. I'm glad you enjoy it. Thank you, Becca. Thank you guys for joining. So I guess we've got our first matchup Thursday night in the Washington and Dallas game,
yeah,
and we'll get our first idea of how our playoff matchup's going to go against each other.
yeah, yeah. I don't think I'm going to dabble with Alfred Morris.
One of us will be gloating on Friday, I'm sure.
I don't know about gloating, but a hair more relieved than we are right now.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of suspense, a lot of anxiety with this matchup.
Right? Holy shit. Too much.
All right. Well, for you guys out there, thank you so much. We'll see you Friday, and wish me luck against Maya.
Hey, now. We'll see y'all later. See you Friday.
Good night.